やれやれ。とてつもない代物を持ち込んでくれたものだ。
西側風に言うなら、マルゾン覚悟で始めた先行投資に予期せぬ高配当があったというところでしょう。
しかし、どうあっても手に入れろとは難題を押し付けられたものだ。
だからこそ見返りも大きいのですよ、閣下。そして作戦は順調に進行中です。
結構だが、この作戦が成功すればこれまでの対日工作は全てパーになるだろうな。帝国海軍とは間引き作戦を共同で行えるまで関係は改善されていたのだがね。
計画書は問題なく通っております。これはすなわち今は先行投資より高配当を得るべき時だという中央の意向です。
それは分かっている。だがそこまでして手に入れる価値があるというのか。彼は G 弾と同じ類の兵器ではないのかね。であれば入手したところで我々には扱えん可能性が高い。
ご自分の見解を述べられるのは結構ですが、命令に異を唱えるのであればそれ相応の覚悟をお持ちになっていただかなければ。我々は中央の命令をただ遂行するのみです。独自の判断は禁物ではないですかな、同志基地司令閣下。
当然中央の命令は粛々と遂行する。だが彼らも無能ではない。特に日本。
ご安心を。すでに下準備は整っております。
よくもあの厳重な警戒の。
あれほどの友好ムードとバカ騒ぎです。一瞬も気を緩めずにいられる者などおりません。
であればあとは実行するのみだが、果たして。
この地は彼らの故国ではありません。
だろうな。人間が相手であれば。
約1ヶ月前に発生した大規模侵攻の調査分析は完璧です。我々は全てを掌握していると言っても過言ではありません。
そうであることを期待するよ、同志ロゴフスキー。
Alright.
中佐、どうぞコーヒーです。
ありがとう。どうした？何か用か？
その書類、もしかしてあの実験機のですか？
なぜそう思う？
記載されているグラフの形状や数値から大体所属機のデータではないと判断しました。
なるほど。さすがだな。
中佐、一つお聞きしたいこと。
なんだ？言ってみろ。
この前中佐はあの男と二人で何か話をされています。
なんだ？見てたのか？
いえ、部下たちから聞きました。何をお話になっていたのかと。その多少騒ぎになっていたので。
大した話じゃない。連中のおかげでありつけた上物の母とかの礼をな。
冗談はやめてください。中佐が礼を言うためだけにわざわざ誰かを探し回るなんて。
いや、思わないだろうな。
中佐はなぜあの男をそこまで気にするんですか？あいつに何があるって言うんです。
やれやれ。やけに断定的な物言いだな。
その書類、中佐はさっきからバイタルチャートばかり見ています。
なるほど。興味があるのは認める。で、どうした？それ。
はい、気に入りません。あの兵士に中佐が興味を持つほどの価値があるなんて。なんでそこまでして中佐はあの腰抜けを構うんですか？部下たちもみんな不安がっています。
おいで、ターシャ。
中佐、お願いですから。
大丈夫だ、ターシャ。私はお前たちのものだ。
本当ですか？
ああ。
中佐。
Okay. Alright, I want to ask questions. The sortie has been cancelled? Okay.
まだ質問は許可していないぞ、ブリッジス。後にしろ。
Yes, sir. Motherfucker. What the hell's going on? The beta will make landfall in a couple of hours. We're gonna have to sit here and listen to this crap. You want to move up the close quarters combat trials? Fine, whatever. You miss the shots you don't take and all that shit. That won't stop me from busting ass to make the Shiranui second the best machine it can be. I can't do that if my hands are tied, though. It's not ideal, but there's still a world of difference between a live fire test on a real battlefield versus sitting pretty in this dilapidated piece of shit base. And the worst part of all is, all of Argus test flight has been grounded. Are you seriously telling me the big shots think it's a good idea for us to sit back and watch the show? Hell, even assuming we couldn't deploy the Type 99 railgun, and that might be a blessing in disguise, we're still losing a chance to run other kinds of tests.
厳密に言えば中止ではない。順延という方が的確だろう。
状況は救急型電磁投射砲の不調。原因は不明。したがって今回の試験出撃は見合わせることとなった。本日未明の出撃準備体制発令を受けて救急型砲の最終点検を行ったところ、メインコンピューターを含む制御系が全てダウン。その後一切の入力を受け付けず、再起動もままならない状態だ。外部診断プログラムによれば各所に目立ったトラブルはない。この点滅部分はあくまで技師長の所見であり、確認のため第18ハンガーに戻し分解整備を開始した。
So what? I don't give a fuck about any of that inside baseball shit. How am I supposed to keep quiet and wait for the Q&A part when this lecture is such a goddamn snooze fest? God, I feel that. You shut your mouth, Heinemann. I don't want to hear it.
1000人の技術者をあれだけ大勢連れてきているっていうのに変な話じゃないか。
Fuck you.
ハイネマンさんご自重ください。高村中尉はまだ説明を
Everyone has to wait for the Q&A, dickhole.
すまないね中尉。でも私は軍人じゃない。君の命令に従う。
I don't care. Everyone waits for the Q&A, asshole.
ですが。
どうウル中尉。私の立場を少しでも思い出してもらえると嬉しいんだが。
ご質問にお答えします。ハイネマンさん。
そうしてもらえると助かるよ、高村中尉。
この遠征には帝国議会の意向により救急型砲の機密中枢に関する知識を持つ技師は派遣されておりません。したがって現在本国にデータを暗号送信する。
つまり機能回復の見込みは立てられないと。
はい、残念ながらそう言わざるを得ません。
そこについては理解したよ。では次になぜ別の試験項目を繰り上げないのか、その理由。
Look at that. The old far also think that's weird. Guess anyone would be upset to see their precious TSF gathering dust in the hangar.
当然ながら繰り上げの検討はドウル注意と共にいたしました。ですが不具合の発見がつい先ほどであったため、機体の再調整が出撃に間に合わない可能性が非常に高く、今回の試験出撃を断念したし。
That's it? Man, talk about rotten luck.
なるほどね。機体の再調整作業にはもう。
はい。状況を鑑み、先ほどからローウェル軍曹指揮のもと、救急型砲装備仕様から基本仕様。
確認だが、アクティブイーグルとストライクイーグルは基本仕様のままだね。
はい。
結構だ。では、アクティブイーグルの近接角。
Say what? With just the active eagles?
これは我が社の意向と解釈していただいて構わんよ。今回の遠征の目的は確か94セカンドとアクティブイーグルの実戦での即応性と緊密な連携時の問題点を洗い出すというもの。94セカンドが動かない以上残る機体で試験を行う。そのことに何ら問題はないと思うが。
はい。
Son of a bitch. This way I'm gonna be grounded all by myself. Yeah, what Heinemann's saying makes an awful lot of sense, but...
どうかね、ドウル注意。
おっしゃるように確かに。
Wait 1 second. Doesn't make things any better for me. You gotta come up with something else, old timer. It's the Shiranui second that needs the extra attention, not the friggin' active eagle.
おい、やめろって言うや。ブリッジス。
For God's sake,
言わせれ
man.
ば気が済むんだ。
Oh, fuck. What's my next move? Do I throw a tantrum and see if I can get the whole thing called off? Or should I try to talk to VG or Teresa into handing me their boarding permits?
座れブリッジス。聞こえないのか。
Not again. I didn't think things through before I opened my goddamn mouth. We leave for Alaska in 8 days. Might be my last shot. Vincent finds it distasteful and he's right, but I can't just let go of this chance before I've exhausted my options.
よろしいですか。どうでしょう。これは私の意見なのですが。
94セカンドはストライクイーグルとともにチェイサーとして出撃してはいかがでしょう。今回のような適正規模の上陸は滅多にあるものではありません。実戦経験を重ねるにしても、随伴任務を安全に遂行するにしても最適だと思われますが。
Right, as a chaser machine. Holy shit, we could do that.
なるほど、それは妙案だ。
It's crazy how y'all have this perfect plan ready to go. Just came in here, we're talking about, oh, we got this issue. Oh, we got an issue? Well, we have the perfect plan to alleviate all your concerns. Isn't that just wonderful? And more importantly, it would do wonder for Lieutenant Bridges sound. Damn right it would. I think it's better than staying behind twiddling my thumbs as the guys do all the actual work.
お待ちください、ハイネマンさん。アクティブイーグルの近接戦試験はともかく、調整中の94セカンドを出撃させるのは問題が。
すぐに作業をやめさせた方がいい。調整を始めたのはついさっきだそうだからね。
そうですね。機体は再調整せずとも突撃砲は使えるはずです。近接格闘装備の運用に問題はあっても、通常軌道や運動性にさほど影響はないのでは。
確かにご指摘の通りです。
では随伴任務であれば十分事足りるでしょうな。
失礼だが、サンダーク注意。
ドール注意。
機関がブリッジス少尉の随伴をそこまで強く押す理由を聞かせていただく。
これは何かお気に召さないことでも。
いいえ、単純な職務上の興味です。ソ連軍の士官である機関がなぜそれほどまでに彼にこだわるのか気になったので。
So Yuya's gonna get all offended. He's like, what? You don't want me fighting with you guys, huh? What the fuck? Just because I don't have experience, huh? Is that it? Where, meanwhile, Dogalu's onto something. He's like, now y'all acting fishy as fuck. Y'all being mad suspicious.
何？ブリッジ少尉とは何かと縁がありますので。
縁？
はい。例の遭難騒ぎの際はもちろん、私どものテストパイロットたちが普段からお世話になっているようですし。それに個人的には同じ英士として少尉の無念は察してあまりあるのですよ。
それが理由？
不十分で。
ですが理由や動機としては理解しがたいというのが偽ら。
では差し出がましいと重々承知の上で正直に申し上げますが。
どうぞ。
私にしてみれば機関らの考えこそが理解しがたい。彼のような優秀なテストパイロットが最前線まで来ながらろくな経験も積めずにアラスカに帰るとなれば、 XFJ 計画だけではなくプロミネンス計画の戦術機の発展という意味においては人類全体の損失と言えるでしょう。なぜ機関らがそこまでして彼を実戦から遠ざけようとするのか。
Motherfucker, did I hear that right? Are they actively keeping me away from the field? I can't sortie because Lieutenant Takamura and Lieutenant Dogalu want to keep me in check. I think it's more so Yui than Dogalu, but yeah, that would make sense. For some reason, they don't want me to experience a real battle for myself. It's not that they don't want you to experience it; they don't want to risk you dying. That was the plan all along. A lot of pieces start to fall into place. But at the same time, obviously, Russian man's trying to, you know, instill some paranoia in Yuya here and make him think, oh yeah, see, your superiors are against you. Your superiors are trying to hold you back from your full potential. Those damn superiors you got there, man. I see Russian man's game. The sudden decision to run a live fire test with the Type 99 railgun. The idea of equipping it on the Type 94 second. That had nothing to do with you. That was more like, that was just a whole series of coincidences that you happen to be part of. I didn't realize they were focused on making excuses for why I couldn't sortie until Heinemann and Lieutenant Sandick, of all people, pointed out that I couldn't join it. Pointed out I could join as a chaser. But why are they doing this? Could this be related to Captain Sven's accident? No, fat chance. That was on my file, spelled out clear as day. I would have been sweeping toilets from day one instead of flying a state-of-the-art TSF. Wait a second. Maybe I'm under suspicion because of that time I snuck into the top secret facility with Inia. Can't be right either. No one treated me any different after they posted bail. What if they've been playing the fool because I've been under suspicion of collaborating with Soviet intelligence? Damn it, I told the UN forces absolutely everything that went down. I sang like a fucking canary. Sure, I did sign an affidavit, so I'm legally obligated to keep quiet about everything I saw during my stay with the Soviet MPs. I don't have to comply once I cross to the other side of the border. I'm an American, for crying out loud. Better dead than red. Oh shit, I'm under suspicion. I sure as hell didn't take Lieutenant Sandek's comment about sharing a connection the right way. I mean, I've been getting along well with the Scarlet Twins since that incident. These two are as reclusive as they come. Son of a bitch. I didn't give it much thought because Yukon is a UN base, and multiculturalism is the name of the game, but for someone who doesn't know any better, my actions gotta look suspicious as fuck. No, I truly believe that's not the case at all. I think it's just Russian man and Heinemann fucking trying to put some thoughts up in his head there, and oh boy, it looks like it's working. Making things worse, the Soviet Union has been giving the XFJ program favorable treatment, and even Lieutenant Sandek went to bat for me. Looking at the situation from the sidelines, it sure appears as if the Soviets made me an offer I couldn't refuse in exchange for that get out of the gulag card. No. A real spy would try his hardest to avoid raising any warning signs about his loyalties, and palling around with the Scarlet Twins is as conspicuous as it gets. Lieutenant Takamoto and the commander know that. They weren't born yesterday. Of course they can sense ulterior motives behind Lieutenant Sandek's facade of concern. Yeah, I see what's behind Lieutenant Sandek's compromise proposal. He's making a show of watching my back, but it's not about me at all. This scheming motherfucker wants me out there for some other reason. Okay. I'm glad Yuya's coming around. He's like, wait, no. What I was just thinking was bullshit. There's clearly something suspicious about the Russian guy. Okay. I'm glad Yuya still has half a brain left. Son of a bitch. Is that why they're so intent on keeping me off the field? Yes. He's so torn. He's like, I want to be on the field. I want to be on the field so bad. But it's like, they don't want me on the field. I shouldn't be on the field. Fuck. Poor faith. My stomach is tied in knots. God damn, it shouldn't be getting under my skin. What the hell's wrong with me? I've been on the receiving end of discrimination and prejudice for years. My classmates framing me, strangers looking at me with eyes full of suspicion, the scenes of my everyday life back when I was a kid. This is nothing compared to what I've had to endure. So why is this killing me inside? My throat is parched from this creeping sense of anxiety.
僭越ながら開発責任を預かる私がお答えします。繰り返しになりますが、現在知らぬ2型の状態は不完全。まして、そのメインテストパイロットは近接戦の実戦経験が皆無で帰国、およびソ連軍のご荒廃には感謝いたしますが、かかる状況において貴重な実験機を前線に投入することは帝国の国益を損ないかねません。まして、期待以上に重要な兵士をそのようなリスクの高い試験任務に送り出すことはできません。周囲にご指摘いただくまでもなく、ブリッジ少尉は非常に優秀であり、私にとってかけがえのない存在なのです。
なるほど。要するに高村中尉は個人的な動機からブリッジ少尉を危険な目に遭わせたくないと。
そう解釈していただいて結構です。仮に今回の任務が安全だとしても、同じ兵士として不完全な機体で出撃し、不本意な経験を積ませることは個人的に忍びないのです。理由として不十分でしょうか。公的であれ個人的であれ、同じく実験小隊を率いる機関であれば、今回の出撃を回避する意義十分。
Fuck. There's never any reason to lose my composure.
だから今私が失いたくないもの、そのメインテストパイロットである。
Lieutenant Takamoto is only trying to look out for the XFJ programs and the Shiranui Second's best interests. She wouldn't have let me fire the railgun if she entertained even the slightest suspicions about where my loyalties lie. Instead, I would have been kept under surveillance. Even assuming I was, it's pretty damn obvious my actions alone would have long since cleared my name. Son of a bitch. Lieutenant Sandek is trying to sow discord inside of Argus. That was his goal all along. Obviously. Like I said, you think, oh, Heinemann just happens to walk in on the conversation. Oh, there's a problem? That's crazy. Wow, I walked in at a convenient time. Oh, Lieutenant Sandek, you're here too. Well, do you have a solution to their problem? You do? Oh, well, guys, listen to Lieutenant over here. He's got a solution for your problems. What, you don't like that? What, do you have reservations against one of your own pilots? Do you not like him? Is he substandard for you? Do you hate that guy?
全然理解できねえな。
Teresa!
黙れ学んだる。貴様は
構いません、ドウル注意。続けさせてください。
しかし
彼女は実戦を控えた兵士です。リスクコントロールの点から言っても、任務への不満は抑えつけず、
Oh,
取り除くべき
Teresa,
です。
everything was going good. Don't fall for it, Teresa.
何が同じ兵士としてだよ。冗談じゃないよ。公的だか個人的だか知らねえけど、優也が大事だってんならガタガタ言ってないでこいつの望みを叶えてやれ。責任論、組織論、うんぬんなんて関係ないね。それをどうにかしてやるのがあんたなんじゃねえのかよ。あんたも最前線を知ってるなら分かってるはずだろ。兵士は実戦でのみ成長するんだってな。優也を信じてねえのかよ。言いたいことはそれだけか。何？私がブリティッシュ少尉を信じるかどうかなど些細な問題でしかない。兵士である以前に責任者として XFJ 計画に最良の選択をするのが私の役。なんだよ、また建前かよ。いい加減本音で来いよ。本当はあんただって優也に実戦経験させてやりたいんだろ。だけどそれを
Teresa, I love you, but why can't you just see that there's other shit, there's shady shit going on, and she can't just give him what he wants?
タリサ。
私の個人感情は先ほど述べた。それ以上でも以下でもない。叫んな。あんたに優也がかけがえのない存在だなんて言う資格はない。それで結構だ。満足したか。
いやいや、周囲の考えはもっともです。そうでしょう、そうでしょうとも。テストパイロットの思惑では開発計画は動きませんよね。そんなことはあっちゃいけません。そりゃそうです。
Damn
お
it,
話
Teresa,
は
you're
深
giving them
く理
ammo.
解しました。ですが重ねて94セカンドの出撃を要請します。我が社は XFJ 計画における日本帝国の重要なパートナーであると自負していますが、
その通りです。
また両者の関係は対等であるとも認識していますが。
は、その通りです。
では弊社の利となる試験にはぜひともご協力いただきたいものですな。イコールパートナーの思惑として弊社の利はおのずと XFJ 計画の利となります。
That was a threat, alright. Billman saying Boning is going to pull out of the XFJ program if he doesn't get his way. He's fully aware we need their technical know-how. His whole speech wasn't intended to single out the whims of test pilots. It was intended to clarify his position. Heinemann's the boss. If he says jump, we ask how high. No one builds a new TSF just for shits and giggles. I should have gone after Lieutenant Takamura. No, Gramps here should have been my target instead. I misjudged this guy. He's not a man who cares about the process. Well, as long as he has a fancy new machine to show at the latest shareholders meeting, he couldn't care less how we reached that point. From a logical point of view, Lieutenant Takamura's argument is on the losing side. She can't say no to a perfectly reasonable request by Boning, and since Lieutenant Takamura is the lesser partner, she has no choice but to comply with his order, because that's how the military works.
かしこまりました。知らぬい新潟はただし、知らぬい新潟には私が登場します。
Oh, to think she would go this far.
ふざけんな。あんたの出る幕じゃないよ。優也は2番機に乗んな。私が94セカンドで、優也は私が守る。だったら文句ないだろう。
Tiny. Damn.
たく、しゃあねえな。ああ、こいつだけじゃなんですから、俺がバックアップやりますんで。
BG なんてなんだよ。なんて。
Guys. God damn. Can't be any more self-centered. I'm so insecure about my lack of actual combat experience, I never stop to think about the rest of the team. Lieutenant Takamura and Teresa are coming from the same place. Both of them want to protect me in their own way. Doesn't matter if they have to stand up to Boning, to Heinemann, the one who's holding all the cards. Can't believe it. Can't believe the guy is willing to go out on a limb for me. Yeah, it's called homie shit.
あなたの戦友たちはああ言ってるけど、どうする？
My comrades in arms. Yeah, no shit, they're my comrades in arms. Took me long enough to get it.
その未成熟な精神が対局を見る目を曇らせ、その手合いは結局戦えない。いや、自分自身の戦いはできない。貴様は何？
You're right all along, Lieutenant Colonel Letrova. I was blind to it all, even to the things I hold dear.
ああ、君たち、私の話を聞いていたかね。さっきも言っただろう。
ああ、そうかい。だったら首にでも私たちの代わりにあんたが出撃するのかい、ハイネマンさん。それであんたの
誰に向かって口を聞いているつもりだ、マナンダル少尉。
Man, I can't believe it. I gotta have been so oblivious. The hell's wrong with me?
何がおかしい、ブリティッシュ。言いたいことがあるならはっきり言え。
Damn, I suck. I'm so done with my own bullshit.
君の意見をぜひ聞きたい。
Handling the active eagle wouldn't be all that hard to me, though I can't deny having one of its regular test pilots behind the sticks would yield better results, as I'm sure Mr. Heinemann would agree.
そりゃそうですよ、あなた。彼らはアクティブイーグルのエキスパートです。
So it follows then in Boning's best interest to have the Type 94 second out there as a chaser.
正確には我が社と XFJ 計画にとっての利です。この遠征が終われば94セカンドは強化モジュールに換装されます。比較基準機であるアクティブイーグルの実践データは多ければ多いほど、精密であればあるほどに等しく。
It all comes down to the data, doesn't it? As long as the old man gets what he wants, the methods don't matter. Works great for me. In that case, let's leave the Type 94 second in Lieutenant Takamoto's capable hands.
なるほどね。
The Lieutenant Colonel would laugh her ass off at my idea, but this is what the big picture looks like from where I'm standing. This is what's best for the Type 94 second, and for me, it's pilot. Before coming to Yukon, I didn't give a rat's ass about what others thought of me. It was all noise. At best, my fellow pilots were obstacles for me to overcome. At worst, they were sheep. Why would a wolf care about the feelings of the sheep? But I can't see the XFJ program guys in the same light.
てめえ言うや。人がせっかく。
Look, Tiny, I'm happy you feel that strongly about me, but I either go out for a dogfight or I sit this one out. Chaser duty would bore me out of my mind. No way I can be indifferent to these guys. They're not mere obstacles for me to overcome. Deep down, I knew that all along. Why else would I rack my brains about the possibility of them suspecting I'm a Soviet spy? The answer's clear as day. Whatever we share between us would be over if they believe I'm a traitor. That scares me. Man, I'm beyond help. How could I have been so blind? These guys are my comrades in arms. We share the good and the bad. Fighting shoulder to shoulder, we risk our lives for the sake of a common cause. It's taken me a damn long time to figure things out, but better late than never.
おいおい言うや。
I'd be frustrated beyond belief if I had to sit back and watch you guys engage in close quarters combat without me. Much rather hold the fort in that case.
おま言うや。
いけない、いけないよ。ブリ安心しないね。メインテストパイロットが軽々しく機体をアクティブイーグルに彼らが最適なように94セカンドに最適なのは君が登場することを含めて XFJ 計画なんだよ。
Took you long enough, old man. I was about to pull the plug on the entire thing. Heinemann's goals match with mine, to experience actual combat, but of course ours is only a temporary alliance. The top executive directly interfering with work on the shop floor doesn't bode well for the project's future, hence why Lieutenant Takamoto and the commander push back on his demands. And it's crystal clear why he has ulterior motives of his own. Why else would an American technical consultant be marching in lockstep with the Soviets?
ブリッジ少尉。差し出がましいのは承知で言うが、ハイネマン氏は君に依頼しているのではない。君の自己犠牲的精神には素直に感嘆するな。もう無理はしなくてよい。
Sorry, Lieutenant. Should have figured things out earlier. Maybe this wouldn't have turned into such a mess.
ブリティッシュ少尉、本日貴様は
Roger that.
総員傾注。
Alright. But unfortunately, this is where I'll have to end today's recording session. I don't dislike this, alright? I don't dislike Total Eclipse. My problem just stems from I'm not as into the topics it discusses when it goes on these long info dumps about, you know, the TSFs and whatnot, or when it's about like, you know, the espionage stuff of it, when they're talking about like, oh, you know, the USA is planning this shit, and Russia's planning this shit, and Japan's planning this shit. I'm just like, that's great, I guess. I don't know. And at the same time, I don't know if it's that exactly either, because in the day after, I was very into that. I was, when they talk, I was able to push through it a lot better, I guess. I don't know. With the day after, when it came to like the political aspect of it, I was able to sit through it a lot easier. I don't know, but there's something about like when they go on these really long-winded back and forths between these, this Russian official and his subordinate, and then the Japanese official and this Japanese official, then this person. They go on these long-winded back and forths about what the other side's planning, what we need to do to get back to the other side, or what we could potentially do in the future. And it's just, it just doesn't keep me as interested. It's strange. I don't know what it is specifically about like the politics surrounding Total Eclipse versus the politics surrounding the day after, that one just interested me a lot more, one had me more invested, but there's just something about it. I don't know. I think it's also the sense that I came into Total Eclipse less excited than I have for most other Muv-Luv titles. Like with the day after, I was very excited for that one, so with every little thing that came my way, I was very excited to see what would come next. Whereas with this one, it's like, ultimately, like, how does this one end? It's not something I'm hyped for. I won't go so far to say I don't care, but it's something where I sit there and I go, I'm not constantly thinking about what's gonna come next. What's the next event? Where are we going from here? It's more so I'm just kind of like sitting here like, all right, I guess this is next. All right, I guess we're going here now. Like the actual story of it so far hasn't really pulled me in. I love the characters. I've made that abundantly clear. The characters are great. I'm very invested into, this dynamic that's building between Yuya and Yui. I'm very interested to learn more about the Scarlet Twins and what's going on there. How, what more about their backstories and whatnot. I love all of Argus Flight. I love their interactions. It's great. But when it comes to the actual story and being invested in the plot of it and how things are moving forward, when it comes to like really pushing the story forward, it's not holding my interest as much as really any other Muv-Luv title. Once again, I don't dislike it. I'm not saying it's bad in any way, shape, or form, but I don't know, it just does not maintain my interest as much as previous titles. But like I said, I am gonna end this recording session here for today. So it's either gonna be a quick jump cut or a new video. But regardless, see y'all guys next one. Till then.